going on, everybody? Welcome to the Digital Hallway. I'm Robbie Jesus, and today we're going to be taking a look at some videos that'll make you question reality itself. So sit back, relax, and let's enjoy these videos.
Have you heard of the Uncle Clunk incident? In 1983, Showbiz Pizza introduced an animatronic named Uncle Clunk, who was considered advanced for the time in terms of movement and intelligence. As he was being added to more and more locations, complaints arose about his behavior. Apparently during shows, he was staring at audience members for prolonged periods of time. In some instances, when there was no show playing, he would look at nearby children and say random numbers. The mechanics were never able to figure out what was wrong. Eventually, Showbiz had enough, and all the Clunks were recalled, except for two. One that was forgotten in a storage closet in Maine, and one at my local Showbiz in the arcade. This place wasn't informed about the recall. That summer, my friends and I were in the arcade playing, when one of my friends began to hear a voice in the dark blabbering numbers. He stopped his game to approach the corner. We all followed him and found the Clunk bot behind the corner saying
7 16 83 7 16 83 7.
That sounds like a date. Today's date.
83 7.
We ran out and we told the manager. He told us to wait outside. He turned on his flashlight and we went in.
I wonder if the creators of Five Nights at Freddy got the idea from this, because this is kind of like the same idea with the whole animatronics. Too creepy for me. Can't do it.
To be her dog. This lady's on live with like 500 people and she's saying, "This is not my dog, this is not my dog, and I'll prove it." She's like, "Okay, dog, sit." The dog sits, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, turn around, spin around." The dog spins around. And then she's like, "Okay, lay down." And then the dog lay down. She says on her live, she's like, "Everyone, this is not my dog. You know why? Because my dog is new. He doesn't know any of these tricks." You know what I mean? So she locks herself in the room and the dog's just looking at her like this, like he's understanding the shit that she's saying. She calls the police.
On the dog.
Yeah, on the dog, because she's getting freaked out. This is at night.
Fuck?
So she locks herself in the room, waits like an hour or so, right? Unlocks the door. The dog kind of like jogs in. He's like going around. He's looking at her.
Yeah.
Bam. The dog goes into the closet, right? And then she grabs her flashlight.
Yeah.
She's like, "Guys, watch this. Look, why is he going in the closet and just not exiting my room?" She puts the flashlight on.
She puts the flashlight on, and then what? What happens? We don't know. It disappears. It turns into a human. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it turned into a human. I don't know. What you guys think? Let me know. But why would she leave it in her house? She's scared of it. I would have been got rid of the dog. That's just me. Listen, I'm all down for adventure, guys, but at the same time, I'm also wanting to get back home at some point, and by the looks of it, looks like they were getting lost. I mean, like I said, I'm all down to view some stuff like that, but it's just not for me to go down into some underground city and get lost and probably not make it home. Couldn't do it, not me. Hopefully those guys made it back home, though.
Darkest Conspiracy Theories, Part 2.
Earth virus theory. This theory thinks of Earth as if it's a big living thing and people are like germs making it sick. Just like our bodies make things called antibodies to fight off germs when we're ill, Earth also has its way of fighting off its own germs, which are us in this case. The Earth does this through things like natural disasters, droughts, and wildfires. All of these events are Earth's way of trying to clean off itself from the germs that are making it unwell. And those germs are people in this theory. If you have the guts, follow for the next theory.
Yes, I do believe the earth is a living, breathing thing, and yes, I believe that we are the germs that's slowly destroying it. I mean, global warming is a thing. Ice caps are melting, y'all. I mean, if we don't do something about it now, I fear it could be over real soon.
So this frickin' thing, it's staring at me. They followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I don't know what to do. But they followed me home, and it is absolutely staring at me right now. All right.
Yeah, creepy factor just went from here to way up there. I'm getting my pew pew and I'm gonna take care of whatever's in the woods. This is so scary, man. Wow.
There's this thing called the Dead Sea Scrolls. They found this in a cave. This thing is 2,000 years old. On one of these pages, it really focuses on the fallen angels. And this blows my mind every single time. Because this is called, no joke, the Book of Giants. In this book, it talks about how the angels bring both knowledge and havoc. The angels exploit the fruitfulness of the earth. Now, when I hear this, I think they were building empires. I mean, could you imagine a city built by angels? But that's not even the most interesting thing, because there is this one sentence. It talks about the angels taking 200 animals from all species and genetically modifying them. I'm not kidding. In other words, it says right here, from every animal, from every bird, for miscegenation. Miscegenation means crossbreeding. It's genetics. It's the highest form of science, and it kind of makes sense, actually. The angels were making their own creations. They were playing God. And that just begs one question. What would a fallen angel ever want to make?
Did he say them angels was getting freaky deaky with the humans on Earth? That's pretty funny to imagine, but all seriousness, that is pretty insane to imagine, like a whole city full of like this crossbreed of humans and animals. I think that's where the idea of the centaur came in. Pretty cool.
You're about to hear one of the most disturbing true stories on the internet. In 1921, a German farmer woke up to find a deep set of footprints leading from the forest right up to his back door. Whoever had come to his house had not left yet. After making sure it wasn't just his family, he searched everywhere on his property and his house everywhere, and he could not determine who made the prints or where they went. A few weeks later, his maid abruptly quit, saying that every time she's alone in the house, she hears demonic voices in the attic. Shortly thereafter, he and his family start to hear the voices too. When no one's heard from them in a couple days, the neighbors go over to check and they find them in the barn. One by one, each of the family members made their way down to the barn where they were systematically murdered and stacked in the corner. To this day, no one knows who or what is responsible for this crime.
Especially being in the middle of nowhere, knowing that somebody's around your property, but you can't find them. Yeah, I'll be shaking in my boots. No doubt about that. But the most creepy part about that last clip was the videos that was shown in the background. Man, those were some real creepy videos. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna have nightmares for days after seeing that.
Paranoid as hell every time I stay in a hotel. I went down a rabbit hole reading about this, and people are saying anything from it was just remodel, and they had to keep those specific dimensions so they could use the same material in other rooms, all the way to organ trafficking. What do you think?
Go downstairs to the front desk and tell them that you want to go to another hotel, man. Get up out of there, because I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable sleeping in a room knowing that there's tunnels that lead to God knows where to your room. I don't know. It could be due to the remodeling, but still, I wouldn't feel comfortable sleeping at night in a room like that. Couldn't be me. I'm going to another hotel. Hell to the no. I'm getting out of there. I'm getting the Another creepy thing in the woods again. The horse even knew it was there, like the video says, like it felt the presence. I don't know if that was somebody wearing a mask or if it was really an alien. That was creepy, man. That's why I don't go to the woods, man.
Every once in a while, someone's in the right place at the right time to catch something strange on tape. Let's take a look at a few. Mexico, 2007. An employee is stalking videos after closing a Blockbuster Video, and then something happens. Something pushes the cart. He doesn't see it happen, but he does seem to hear it. He continues working, but then a video falls off the shelf. Then it happens again. Then it happens right in front of him. After a couple more, the employee has had enough, and he takes off. California, 2021. Driving through a cemetery, a vehicle's collision detection picks up someone walking near the car, but there's no one there. Saudi Arabia, 2014. Police encounter a hunched-over figure walking alone in the desert. The screams of the men do seem to be authentic as they drive away. Witchcraft, including even pretending to be a witch, is punishable by death in Saudi Arabia, so creating a hoax video of this nature would carry a huge risk. Are we looking at things from the other side here? What do you think?
Not working overnight alone in a bookstore or video store, sorry. Never been in a Tesla, so I don't know if it was just a computer glitch or whatnot. And 3, what the heck was that that old lady that lived in the shoe looking thing in that road? No, I can't do it. No, sorry.
You should never try to play musical chairs alone.
What's wrong with playing musical chairs?
So apparently this is one of the most dangerous games. Like, people advise others to never even try this, but all you have to do to play is have a match, a chair, and a recording of the song Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Like, you know that super creepy song?
I absolutely hate that song.
So first, you can only play this game between midnight and 3 a.m. and you need to be in a super dark room with no lights, and you need to close the door. And then you put the chair in the middle of the room and you hold a match in your hand, but you don't light it yet.
Okay.
Then you start the recording of Tiptoe Through the Tulips and you walk around the chair 6 times super slowly. And if the music stops, you sit down as fast as possible and you light the match. And that means you won the game, so you're done. But if the music keeps playing, that means nobody wants to play with you. And this is where it could get really dangerous. So if the chair starts to tip over, that means you're supposed to run out of the room as fast as possible and never go back in that room ever again by yourself.
Mary or Candyman in the mirror 3 times was scary. This is on a whole nother level. I won't be trying this out. No, thank you.
Look, over there. You see that?
What the hell?
The following footage was recorded by a camera found in the woods in Emerson County, Georgia. The camera was turned into local authorities in 1997, and it has captured a translucent creature roaming in the forest.
Wait.
I don't like this.
You see that? Right there. Look.
Oh my god. That's not an animal. I don't like it.
Okay, fuck. Go.
Seconds later, a second creature appears, noticing the 2 hikers, letting out a terrifying shriek. Scared for their lives, the 2 hikers start running until the one with the camera falls to the ground and the recording unexpectedly stops. The most terrifying part is that nobody knows who the camera belongs to, and nobody ever tried to claim it. So what these scary creatures are, and most importantly, what happened to the hikers.
Potter Invisible Cloak. Now, I know it was in 97, so this is way ahead of the Harry Potter movie time, but I mean, what like the saying goes, art imitates life, or in this case, life imitates art.
At the Euphrates River.
What's going on there?
Okay, so the Euphrates River is actually located in the Middle East, and it's considered one of the longest rivers in the world, but it's actually drying up. Like, it's almost completely dry. But where the river's drying up, they're actually finding caves and different structures that have been under the river this entire time. But it's actually really scary that they're finding this.
I don't get what's so scary about that.
So what's crazy is the drying up of the Euphrates River is actually written in the Bible. And in the book of Revelations chapter 9:14 through 9:15, it says, "Release the 4 angels bound to the great river Euphrates." And then it says the angels were released to kill 1/3 of all mankind.
So what you're saying is when the river dries up, it's basically the end of the world.
Yeah, and just to put that number in perspective, 1/3 of the world is 2.6 billion people. And it's just super weird that they're finding all these caves under the Euphrates River.
It says here, another angel will dry up the river, so the ways of the king of the east might be prepared. I don't know about you guys, but Have you seen the state of the Euphrates River lately? That's the sign. Not in good shape. Well, guys, those are the videos that I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give a thumbs up, give a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Turn on the post notifications so you know every time I drop a video. And again, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys really did like it. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace.